Greetings, fellow citizens. We are Barangay Estrella 1939, and our barangay is composed of bright, caring, and creative members that reside in the beautiful and daring city of stars, Quezon City, Philippines. Barangay Estrella 1939 had a partnership with Old Balara Elementary School for the last trimester, carrying the advocacy of education. When we partnered once more for this term, the faculty members of the said school expressed their needs for assistance concerning the lack of reading resources, as well as literary education for their students. We implemented Pag-asa para sa Pag-asa as we aim to address the literary needs for their grade 1 learners. Pagbasa para sa Pag-asa, when translated to English, is reading for hope. True to the project's name, reading is a vital skill that we believe can shed light and give hope to the youth. This notion is further supported by various research stating these benefits: social and cognitive development, advantages on well-being and mental health, facilitation of social interaction between adults and children, encouragement to engage with the world around them, and stability in accessing texts, which helps when children grow up under challenging circumstances. Going back to the project, our goals and objectives are as follows. Goals: alleviate the learning gap of Grade 1 Old Balara Elementary School, or OBES, the students' reading and comprehension literacy in their Filipino subject. Assist in initiating, in hopes to cultivate and expand OBES students' reading materials catered to their students at the elementary level. Objectives: provide 30 minutes of free reading and tutoring sessions twice a week for 1 month. Divide all members into pairs to cater to smaller groups of learners for a more in-depth tutoring sessions, as recommended by the OBES teachers. Curate an effective Filipino lesson plan for Grade 1 students by the first week of April. Create a simple reading corner by agreeing on a small space with our partnered organization to install a custom bookshelf with easy access to academic and/or non-academic reading materials. Design and produce stickers, bookmarks, and tote bags to be used as income-generating projects to fund the books and reading materials for the reading corner. And lastly, construct and disseminate a publication material that showcases our products, further boosting our income-generating projects. For our milestones, we had 2 very important milestones we needed to achieve in order to complete the project. The first of these milestones was the donation drive, and the second was the reading classes. In the first milestone, we had started a donation drive in order to collect the funds and the materials that could be used to build the reading corner of the school, such as monetary donations, as well as in-kind donations such as books, toys, and educational materials. For the second milestone, we had to teach the Grade 1 students of Old Balara Elementary School in order to better contribute to our advocacy for education. We taught the students different letters of the alphabet, proper pronunciation, and associated words every session, and conducted exercises in order to evaluate the students' mastery over the subject. Each session took around 30 to 45 minutes and was spread out throughout the weeks over a span of 6 days. Final outputs and activities. During the 30-minute lecture session we held from April 26 to May 5, we followed the flow composing of these parts. First, we introduce ourselves to the students. Second, we conduct icebreaker games to help them warm up to us and gain engagement in our sessions. Third, we go back to the previous lecture sessions to refresh them. And then we group 5 to 7 students with either 1 or 2 teachers handling them. The groupings are created for a more focused discussion compared to when it is with the whole class. After the lectures come with the distribution of individual activities and the checking of papers. Lastly, we gather them as a whole to ask a few questions related to the topic, give them an assignment, a few reminders, and have a closing prayer. We make sure to ask them topic questions once more and have these questions answered successfully by each student before we let them exit the room. We can confidently say that the project was a success, as we earned these accomplishments throughout the implementation. We received a generous amount of monetary and in-kind donations, which we mostly utilized for the reading corner materials. We managed to finish the project in time, and the most important of all, the students learned a lot from our lecture sessions. The faculty of Old Balara Elementary School graciously provided us with feedback on our project, and here they are as follows. Overall, Barangay Estrella 1939 would consider this project a success. Of the objectives listed previously, the goal to teach for at least a month was not achieved as we were only able to do the tutoring sessions for 2 weeks rather than over the month. The project, like any other, ran into some issues, such as unexpected illnesses of our members, and more importantly, the lack of time to fully conduct one of our stated goals. While we were able to adjust our plans accordingly by increasing the number of sessions per week, there were many other things that could have been done better. We could have accounted more for the unexpected changes in our project by providing more than enough time for each step of the plan. Despite this, we were able to succeed in our project by making sure to communicate with each other about our tasks and our conditions, which allowed us to understand different variables that could affect the progress of the different tasks. Through this, we have learned the importance of cooperation and time management in any long-term or large-scale project. As a group, we had to work as one in order to achieve the objectives of the project, and had we not just adjusted our schedules to what was needed, we would have probably missed more objectives. Although the journey of Barangay Estrella 1939 was a long path covered over 2 trimesters, doing the same and improving the education of our country may not be as harrowing as you think. One of the biggest tips we have for any citizens looking to do the same would be to try and account for any changes that the plan may have due to unexpected events. You can take feedback for your plan not only from your groupmates but from the people around you, because each person has a different perspective and experience that may be valuable when pointing out flaws in your plan. Another tip would be that it's okay to ask for help. It isn't possible to do everything alone, and you don't really have to. This also means telling your groupmates about your problems outside of the project that may affect your performance. Doing so not only makes it easier for the group to adjust to the situation, but it may also allow the group to help you get through the problem. Finally, we recommend that you make the most out of the allotted time. This does not mean that you have a task to do until the last second. Rather, this means to allot a significant proportion of the time towards contingencies, and to do as much as possible outside of the allotted time. Each member has to give it their all, and just because something may be due in a week from now, according to the plan, does not mean that you can't finish it now. Make the most out of what you have, because what you have is enough to make a big difference in our country. And that is all, folks, for our final video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye bye!